What is good, ladies and gents? Welcome to the MKO Pugilism Boxing channel where we talk all things boxing. Do remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. So let's get into it now. His Excellency, Mr. Excellent Turkey Al Sheikh, has now ventured into the American market and is now doing something that I think a lot of fans are going to appreciate because a lot of his cards, well, all of his cards, I think, they've been in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia. He's made a big splash into the boxing market, put some fantastic competitive cards together. Day of Reckoning is one of my favorites so far. Just put all the heavyweights together, the near all heavyweight card, and it was explosive, it was brilliant, and this guy really has brought together some rival promoters, Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn. He's been fantastic for boxing. A lot of people are worried, concerned about, are these guys going to take over boxing? And who knows? Who knows? I think they're definitely buying out the WBA, if I'm not mistaken. There's some sort of deal or contract going on there. But yeah, they seem to at least have the means financially to buy out a lot of outlets in boxing and promoters and stuff. So they definitely have the money to do so, to possibly take over. But thus far, what I'm seeing from Turkey Al Sheikh has been very, very good. And the progress continues as they move into the American market. They've got a very, very good card on the 3rd of August, which is going to be taking place on the west coast of America in Los Angeles. I'm not sure where exactly in Los Angeles, but they've had the opening press conference, which I believe took place yesterday. And I'm just going to go down some of these fights. And even on Deep Waters, where you've got Paulie Malignaggi, you've got Tim Bradley joined sometimes, you've got Sean Porter, you've got Chris Algieri, and there's a few other gents on there. I forget the other guys, the non-boxing host guys on there, but it's a good show. They get Teddy Atlas on sometimes as well, and they were sort of discussing whether or not this is the greatest card ever. Now, I don't think it's the greatest card ever, but I do think that it's a very, very good card, and I do think that a lot of these fights that are on there could actually be main events on their own. So let's get through it. Let's look at a couple of these fights. So you got the headline act, which is going to be Terence Bud Crawford, one of the pound for pound best in the world. A lot of people feel that he is pound for pound number one, and I wouldn't be one to argue with him. He's at least 3 division world champion. Destroyed Errol Spence Jr. has been out of the ring for about a year or so now. So he definitely needs some action. He was messed about for the rematch thing, and now he finally gets back in the ring. We finally get to see more of one of my favorite fighters, Terence Crawford versus Israel Madrimov. Now, Madrimov's coming off of a exceptional victory. He's a great talent too, very, very good world champion. You'd have to make Terence Crawford the favorite in this fight, the favorite. But Israel Madrimov is a guy where Terence Crawford is going to have to be on his P's and Q's. He's going to have to be on his game. He's going to have to be fully focused, fully concentrated. And he's going to have to watch this guy because Israel Madrimov, he's a dangerous guy. He's the younger man, the fresher man. He's a very skilled fighter as well. And he's a guy that's going to give problems. He's going to cause problems for Terence Crawford, but I think Terence Crawford comes through it. But as a fight, as a spectacle, this should be a great fight. Should be fantastic because Crawford's brilliant he's very versatile. He adjusts, he adapts. Brilliant fight, Terence Crawford. Generational talent. Clearly the best welterweight we have at the moment. Boots Ennis might have something to say about that, but as far as we know, best welterweight. And for this fight, he moves up to 154 for Madrimov. For me, that will be an exceptional fight. And then you've got another one, which is also could be another main event, which is Virgil Ortiz versus Tim Tszyu. Now, Virgil Ortiz has been out of the ring for a little while. I forget how long now. Um, that's got to be at least close to a year out of the ring for Virgil Ortiz. Tim Tszyu was last in the ring, suffered a horrendous cut and lost his world title. Um, it was he gave a great account of himself, and Tim Tszyu seems to just want to get right back on it, right back to boxing. Unable to secure the rematch, so here we go again with Virgil Ortiz, and Virgil Ortiz is fighting very soon. Actually, he's fighting this weekend, this coming Saturday. So he's still got to get through the fight that he's got this Saturday. So it is a bit presumptuous putting him on this card, but to most people, most boxing observers, he should be able to get through this opponent on the weekend with relative, well, you could say with ease. Maybe it will be easy, but he's expected to sort of get through this guy. Um, a few guys have stopped this guy pretty early. I think Boots Ennis has stopped this guy that he's going to fight on Saturday, stopped him within just one round. So this is a guy that has fought as low as 140, his opponent that is. So it's one of them where we're expecting Virgil Ortiz to come through this fight pretty much unscathed, and hopefully he'll stop the guy, and then that'll lead us nicely into the Tim Tszyu fight. And that one again, it's a very good fight. Virgil Ortiz was good once he was having his run and momentum, but he's been a bit inactive. His career's been a little bit sketchy, so this is a very close fight. This, you could argue, 50-50 fight, Tim Tszyu, Virgil Ortiz. So that's the next one on the card. Now, there's another one now. Isaac Cruz versus Jose Venezuela. Sorry, Valenzuela. Valenzuela. My apologies there for their name. So you've got Cruz Valenzuela. With Cruz, we know what we're going to get with him. He is the pit bull. He's a guy that really goes after you. He goes to war, and I'm sure that Valenzuela will engage him in that. And again, this is another good fight where it will definitely produce the type of action that you could put it in a main event. So another good fight. Then going down, you get the heavyweights. This is what some have termed kind of the battle of the fat boys, because these guys are both sort of overweight. I mean, Jarrell Miller is over 300 pounds, very chubby, very fat guy, but he has got a decent engine on him. Andy Ruiz also very, overweight guy, but with Andy Ruiz, he's got very, very quick hands, and he punches with a lot of power. So I think you should favor Andy Ruiz to win this fight, but because of the inactivity of Andy Ruiz, the fact that he has not been in the ring for a long time, and that seems to be a bit of a theme in a way throughout this card for some of these guys, that this inactivity, and Ruiz has sort of been on the bench for a long time, hasn't fought in quite a while now. So that might give Joel Miller a little chance. But for me, I'm favouring Andy Ruiz as he's the better caliber of fighter. He's just simply the better man. And unless who knows, unless the inactivity gets to him, he should beat Jarrell Miller quite comfortably, probably on points. We then go down the card, and we've got another guy that's on his way up, David Morrell, fighting. I'm going to try to pronounce this, Radivo or Radivoj, Kalajic, I think you pronounce Kalajic, something like this. So that's another good fight on the card. I don't know too much about Kalajic, but David Morrell, another good fighter, and again, another good fight that could be even higher up on the card. And the last one here that I sort of know about, Andy Ruiz versus Antonio Moran. Now, Ruiz will be what am I saying? Ruiz, it's because of the heavyweight Ruiz. I mean to say Andy Cruz now. So Andy Cruz has got Antonio Moran, which, will provide him with rounds, give him a bit of a test. but we'll be expecting Andy Cruz to win this fight. So yeah, so far what you got there? One, two, three, four, five. Again, six decent fights there, and for me, yeah, it is definitely. It's going to be one of the better cards that we've seen over the past few years. There's definitely a good, so I would say at least half that card could be a main event by themselves. So yeah, it's a good fight, good card, and we let's just hope it delivers on the 3rd of August. But let me know your thoughts about this card. All the Americans are certainly excited about it. And I think a lot of that comes down to the fact that they're asking that question because obviously they're in America. Some of the pay-per-views that have been on in the Riyadh season haven't been good for the American time zone. They've been more suited for the British time zone over here, so we've more enjoyed it. And this will, in a sense, be their chance, and I think that's why they're a bit more pumped up about the card. But for me, yeah, it's definitely going to be one of the best cards that we've seen over the past couple of years. I mean, I don't think it's better than like Day of Reckoning, and others have been saying, well, June 1st is a fantastic card too. And again, yeah, the fact that we're getting what's going to happen on June 1st, that's another brilliant card. So, yeah, let me know what you think about this. Is this the best card ever? And what do you think about the Saudi takeover, Mr. His Excellency? I definitely think so far from what we've seen, this is a good thing. Looking forward to the card August 3rd. So let me know your thoughts. Until next time, it's MKO Pugilism over and out.